Hi everyone, it's Aaliyah from Soap Cult. I hope you're doing really well. Today I'm going to be making my baptism facial soap, and this is especially for combination skin. I have 3 different facial soaps, and each one has been formulated specifically for that skin type. So quite often you'll see like facial soaps, and they might have select ingredients that are different, but it's often just the same ingredients all the way through. These are not like that. I've treated each soap as its own individual creation. So each of the oils in there have been especially formulated for that skin type. And yeah, each one is quite different to use. So the combination facial soap, you can see I'm making it here, and I'm still sort of getting my head around this new space. I'm a really kinesthetic learner. And once I've kind of learnt like a way for my body to move to do certain tasks, it takes me a long time to learn a new way. So the problem that I'm finding in this new space is not really a problem, but it's something I've got to take into account. The PowerPoints are just really not where I need things to be. So I'm kind of working on top of myself and over myself a lot of the time. So if you've been watching this channel for a little while, since we've moved into the warehouse, you would have seen there's been quite a few, references to me having to move things around and new furniture coming in and all that kind of stuff. Now we are actually going to make some progress on this. So I haven't bothered switching around where everything is stored underneath these stainless steel benches, because we're going to be moving quite a bit of the equipment into a different section, because I finally found some really great benches that I'll use to put the 2 oil melters, hopefully the microwave and the scale in the same section. So it's going to be, kind of split up. So there'll be like a manufacturing nook as opposed to like this galley style, set up along the wall. So with these I use a column mold, which is PVC pipe lined with baking paper. And one thing that I find it's so funny when like the season changes, it's almost like I have to learn how to be a soap maker again, because the heat especially, and also the cold, really affects the way that the soap behaves. So yeah, this one's thickened up on me quite a bit today. But thankfully, I've managed to save it. And then here we are unmolding. I used to use a biodegradable plastic wrap to kind of secure the end caps and stop anything of the mixture leaking out. But I've since found if you don't use that and you just have the end cap straight on, they pop off really nicely, and you just end up with like a cleaner bar. So with these, once they've been unmolded, I like to leave them for a day or 2 before I actually cut them into their individual bars, because these are just so rich with so many different types of oils and essential oils, and they're totally natural, these ones. I don't have any fragrances in them. It's all essential oils. They're just a bit softer than my body soaps. So they need to sit for a little bit, so I don't cut that one today. But all these little pieces I actually save for my mum, because she really likes my facial soaps and she can't stand anything going to waste. So I squish up all these little bits and I just dry them out and she uses them. I just cure them and she uses them. So I actually forgot to bring my camera in the day that baptism had to be cut. So this one here is Antidote. This is a facial soap for oily skin. Oily, acne prone, congested, just difficult skin, of which I am that person. I have very difficult skin. And I'm trying to get used to using this camera on manual, and I'm noticing that the lighting situation changes in the space quite a bit through the day. So I'm just trying to get like the color temperature and the white balance and stuff, trying to rock manual. So that's why there's quite a bit of difference between these videos, different color temperatures. But anyway, the reason why I cut these ones with the single bar cutter instead of the multi-bar cutter is obviously when I made these the first time, my measurements for like what an inch cut wasn't actually as precise as the properly engineered multi-bar cutter. So I found out that I need to actually cut these soaps on this cutter, otherwise they're not quite the right weight in the end. So it's a bit slower. But that's cool. That's life, isn't it? And then these will sit and just sort of cure for a few days before they get stamped. And then they'll continue their cure. And the few like odd ends and odd size ones, they'll become samples or go into the mystery packs. All done.